has the chance to go forward as he did last week. Now it's picked up by Breust, whose kick is up to the forward 50. Gunston's kick is a ripper. And Jordan Lewis will go back and line up from 40 metres out. So Jordan Lewis has kicked 93 career goals, comes in.
He's stabbed.
Make that 94, the first on the board to the Hawks.
That's the equivalent of...
So he was happy to get it down into that direction. Shields is clearing kick. Now they're bursting through the middle. Breust had to wade through the traffic, did it effectively. Hodge looking for runners. There's nothing better than Hill. He can burst. He's got Smith ahead of the play. He should keep going here. He does. Oh, he was a little bit indecisive, but he just got it crisply enough. And the Hawks have got 2 on the board.
The opposition ruckman always tap the ball. They always tap it straight down to the most defensive spot. That was poor defence by the Adelaide midfield there. Hawthorn got it. They used the ball well. Hodge is a great ball user, and the Hawthorn players run forward with too much speed and get the goal. But bad defensive structures by the Adelaide Crows.
A bit of individual brilliance from both players there. And they're dangerous again. They're bolting. Hill with Smith ahead of him once more. Puopolo will come in and provide the protection. He's carried it. He's got himself into trouble. Had to change the mind and give to Puopolo in the end, but it was to his advantage, and he could drill the pass to Hodge.
Hodge playing full forward at the moment. Had a rest out of the midfield. Went to the goal square. Looks like Andy Otten's picking him up there on the mark.
Twice Hill has got, it was beautiful.
Last 2 forward plays, Breust has carried the ball out of 50 and was side on to when the goal was kicked from inside forward 50. And that time Hill.
And Hodge comes in. And that'll do. It's a goal. So the Hawks really getting them on the counter at the moment.
And you can see Sewell there just revving up the Hawks, saying, come on, boys, we've got them, we're squeezing them, Shields couldn't quite get the kick. Now it's picked up. They're all smothering each other. Puopolo gets the kick and kicks the goal. It was only a matter of when the Hawks were like a boa constrictor. They'll say it's almost an honourable win for this quarter. They have shown everything that their coach could ask them as far as endeavour. It's just been missing the vital kicks inside 30. Up it goes again. Poor Pleasure was there over the top. Here he goes. Hill, no one will go near him. Hill lines it up and he kicks the goal.
Breust and Hill again.
Hill gets his second and his 3rd assist, if you like, because he has been...
So there's a long high kick. There's nothing wrong with that under pressure. Roughead competes, brings it to the ground, and then you've got class on the deck. Look at that for a pick-up. Gets it out. That's a hard finish. But I'll tell you what, Hill's come on and leaps and bounds.
If you look at Roughead's hands, you teach this to young forwards. Now, he's an experienced forward. He has open, flat hands to take the pace off the ball. He knows it's going to be an incredibly difficult mark. So he doesn't...
Ray. Deep it goes. Isaac Smith and Gunston, the 2 targets. Smith flew hard. Here's Roughead, so rolls reversed.
That's a clever kick.
It was. And Osborne, the benefactor.
What a great kick, Derm.
The dartboard on his chest, he hit the bullseye.
Back for 2 games after missing 12 months with the knee reconstruction, and he stabs that one through, so it all continues for the Hawks here. They've kicked 6 to work for it, and even working harder was Douglas. He fell back for Shields like he meant it. He bangs it up inside the 50 and thumped away. Good diligent defence from the Crows. Puopolo, here's Burgoyne surging forward, shrugging to the left and the right, getting it off. He's on his wrong side. Breust gets back beautifully. Gunston puts it through. Great team play from the Hawks.
Hopefully we see this here. Good punch by Smith. Here it is. That's not an easy give onto the chest of Burgoyne. Some classy football just to keep the ball on the body. Breust is just a super player in tight, and we know how good Gunston is in the forward 50. And in the second quarter, Hawthorn weren't very efficient with the ball, but some real classy players there getting involved and getting the goal. Well done, Hawthorn.
To Hawthorn, and Crows fans quite rightly should be bleeding on that one because it wasn't out of bounds. Mitchell brings the ball through, and the Hawks are on the run through the middle of the ground.
Osborne brought it back into Mitchell. They're beyond the centre now. Stratton a little uncertain. Puts it out in front of Isaac Smith. Covers the ground well. Digs in deep. Missed an important one last week. Doesn't this time. Closes it out.
Crows fans go nuts.
they've got justification for going nuts. I couldn't see
Gave it straight up and gave it to Birchall. Now they can run the angles. Smith's had a good quarter for Hawthorn. Brings Mitchell into the game. And now Hill, they're covering the territory beautifully. To half-forward Dangerfield. Back on the job against Shields. Hawthorn surging, but the Crows being able to withstand plenty in this term. Brown, though, they've rolled the dice again. Hurry kick Gunston. It's a quick one. And the crowd won't like that. The former Crow puts it through for his second.
Here. I just felt there was a shot waiting in there to be taken.
No one was quite sure who it was going to be.
I think good defence by Hawthorn there. They just played it perfectly and they caused the turnover. And once they got it, the classy players of Hawthorn in their forward line really do most of the time on the arm.
Isaac Smith. It's a big kick. It's a roll. Hard one for Roughead. Did he give away the free? He didn't. And Shields claims the goal.
What is the rule there, Deb?
Which I totally disagree with.
I don't even know
What's this one? What's this? Is this a push?
That's a fall over.
It's Hodge. He gets it to Puopolo. Now it comes out to Hill. Hill's deft touch is a beauty. And Shields has got it. Gets it out. This man Sewell has been sensational. He goes long to the square. And up they go. They couldn't quite hold the mark. In they go again. Picked up and kicked it.
Well done.
Breust has done it. The Hawks fans go Breust. And he kicks the goal.
Well, Jeremy, Hawthorn looking the better side again the last couple of minutes.
But it's Hodge was the one who mopped up there, but he could have charged into McKernan to make sure the ball stopped, but it would have given away a free kick. He didn't panic. He went around the back of the spillage. But I still think when we get to the 25-minute mark, I reckon Adelaide are going to run this out with foot speed better than Hawthorn. This goes in.
Well, Adelaide have got issues now out of the middle. Comes Mitchell. He got pretty close to the man of the mark. The kick was great. He's done it once. He's done it twice. Breust. And they lead by 18.
Well, I know that, but
takes them out to 19 points. It's a big barrier now for the Crows to climb, and it's getting harder. Roughead back to the square. Gunston. They're finishing all over them here, the Hawks.
You know what? It's going to go to 25 points after this. It's not going to finish at 25. We'll run this game out better.
Well, they look like it, but they're not doing it at the moment, are they?
Yeah, but it's centre-bounce clinches. The last two have gone Hawthorn's way.
That's 4 in a row for the Hawks.
They're better than where they're placed.
Yeah, well, this is the first time they've played a decent game of footy all year, Dan.
Well, Breust has played quite a few decent games of footy. He's had a great last quarter. He'd like one more, the Hawks. The clock counts down into the last 10 seconds, and they really had to dig deep, the Hawks, in this last quarter and just show the Crows who was boss. But they've done it. Hawthorn prevail, and they are a mighty team. They win by 11 points, winning on the road, never easy. And when Adelaide had so much to play for, it was even more difficult. They were challenged, they were headed even at the start of the last, but in the end they have prevailed. The Hawks win 13-11-89 to the Crows 11-12-78.
Team at Hawthorn, we're the mighty fighting Hawks. We love our club and we play to win, riding the bumps with a grin at Hawthorn. Come what may, you'll find us stride.